It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
And here we are on Thursday morning. We made it to Thursday. Diana Tyndall from Modern Day Marketing is here with me again. Thanks for being here, Diana.
You bet. You're almost done with me. Sarah's almost back.
She's almost back. Almost back. It's getting close now.
Good.
We'll do a little bit of news and then see if she gets here during the newscast. I don't know. She's got another day or so. Crime stats from 2024 show that shootings were down in Springfield. There were 224 calls for shots fired last year. It sounds like a lot, but it's actually down from 356 in 2022 and 317 in 2023. So it's trending the right way. Oof. There were 33 people injured in shootings in 2024. That is down substantially from previous years. So that's also good. There were 18,973 crime reports last year. That's up about 250 from 2023. So more crime reports, but down by more than 6,000 from when it was at a high in 2020.
Wow.
So that's a big difference in crime reports.
For sure.
And that is just the Springfield city. And then there's this. We've been following this story for months now, but the stepfather of 9-year-old Rowan Ford, who you'll recall of Stella, was murdered and raped in 2007. He is no longer employed by the public defender's office in West Plains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Outrage over taxpayers paying his salary has grown in recent months, especially with lawmakers in Jefferson City. David Spears, and Chris Collings initially both admitted to raping and killing Rowan. Again, it was Spears' stepdaughter. Spears' confession, though, was not allowed in court. He ended up pleading guilty to lesser charges. Chris Collings was executed for the heinous crime back in December. We told you about that. Spears served some time in prison and was then hired in 2016 by the public defender's office in West Plains. Lawmakers became aware of that fact in recent months, and they were not happy about it, especially the taxpayers were paying his salary following the heinous murder of Rowan Ford. And as a result, they had planned to block funding to the public defender's office as long as he was employed there. And as of now, that is no longer the case. He is no longer employed there.
Wow. Well, I mean, I kind of wonder what goes through people's heads when they made that decision to hire him.
In
the first place. And he was really smart. I mean, I remember you and Sarah talking about how smart he was. And I'm all about forgiveness, but boy, oh boy, you got to, I mean, if you're going to push a broom or something, that's one thing. But if you're working in the public defender's office, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the head of that office was defending it, saying that, he was sentenced. He did his time. I think he did about half the time that he was sentenced for, or close to that.
Right.
So she was saying that, listen, he paid his debt.
Paid his dues.
The argument, I think, is that, he admitted to raping and murdering his stepdaughter with another guy. And that was thrown out of court. So I think that's where lawmakers had the issues.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Wow. Well, on to this. Long Creek Bridge over Table Rock Lake is being torn down. Now, I think this one is the one by Ridgedale. Not the big bridge that I think most of us, if we're going through Kimberling City, are going over. Demolition crews are using explosives to tear down the bridge that's been standing since 1956. Construction on replacement bridge is expected to be completed by September. So be on the lookout for that. That may impact your boating summer plans.
Yeah, right.
If it's involved, with the lake.
Uh-huh.
And You may notice some unique billboards in Springfield showing the faces of real people, local people who have lost their lives because of fentanyl overdoses. The local nonprofit Leona's Legacy of Love is behind the new digital campaign to raise awareness about the danger of fentanyl. Nearly 75,000 people in the United States have died from fentanyl overdoses just in 2023. So, wow.
I haven't seen that.
Faces to it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that billboard, but I like the idea because it's already become real to so many families who've lost loved ones.
Yeah.
But it is such a scourge. And I was looking at the CDC numbers, and the number of overdose deaths is declining and has been for the last 2 years, which is good news. But I mean, that number, 75,000 people, that's a lot of people.
Well, and I feel like a lot, I have seen the digital campaign, and a lot of them are just young kids.
Yeah.
And God, that stuff is so dangerous.
And so much of it has been pouring over the border, the southern border in recent years that we can't track. I mean, because they'll have a bust. We'll report on a bust every now and then. That's a just major bust. And it takes such a tiny, we'll kind of try to make it understandable so that, a thumbnail or less of fentanyl will kill you. And this is, 20 bricks of it, which could kill,
millions,
tens of millions of people.
Yeah. Wow.
Laclede County is warning people. We're in the middle of winter, but Laclede County is warning people about burning things right now because apparently people are doing it and it's not going well. Firefighters have had several controlled burns get out of control from people in the community, and they're calling 911 about it to call out the fire department. Even with the snow recently, the conditions are apparently favorable for fire to get out of control quickly.
Yeah.
So firefighters are advising you to wait to burn until the trees and grass are green in the spring. So give it another month or so, maybe 2.
Yeah. No, spring is coming like March 19th, actually, Ethan. So slow down. It's not another month away. It's like almost 22 days away, maybe. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but
all right.
It's coming. It's
okay.
Coming, folks.
Listen, I'm
not going to wait another 2 months for you to tell me it's spring.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's felt like spring here the last week or so.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
It's so nice.
Last week, not so much. Like many government entities, corporations, and other institutions, Missouri State has ended its diversity, equity, and inclusion program in the last few weeks. We've told you about that. Now it's also changed the name of its multicultural center to the Bear Cave Student Resource Center, open to all students. MSU says its transition closet, which offered gender-affirming clothing, is temporarily unavailable as well.
Okay. Well, Branson has a new Whataburger that will open on Monday, and I can already hear the lines getting ready to form, right?
That's true.
It's located right across Main Street from Chick-fil-A. It's Branson's first Whataburger, and Republic and Ozark each have a location, and there are 3 Whataburgers in Springfield. Have you had Whataburger?
I have had, yeah. Oh,
Is it
sure.
Whataburger?
It's a good burger. I mean,
it's
a good burger. It'll cost you some money to go there. I mean, but everything does. I mean, everything's expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get anything for less than $10 now. But it is a good burger. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, when did it become like for a family of 4 to go out to like not even a nice restaurant, like just for let's just go Mexican food, right? Because you can get a lot of food for cheap. You get free chips and salsa. Mm-hmm. It's like $50. Oh yeah, I remember the days where it was like $25. Do you remember those days? Yeah, those were good days, but they're long gone. Unfortunately, I don't think they're coming back.
That's where I want the good old days back.
We're a family of 5, so it's outrageous to go anywhere and pay for food, especially now that the kids can eat.
No more kids meals there. Yeah, no, neither for us. It's adult meals
and
only.
Griffin can eat more than me. It's insanity. Kid's 11. So I'm not looking forward to his teenage years. What was I going to say?
Just the cost of food.
Sarah's been gone and she's got 3 total that are gone.
Yeah.
So So the middle and Ainsley and I have been, we've been eating out, and it's much more palatable when it's only two. I'll tell you that. Much
How
more
much
palatable.
money you have saved is
I've saved,
substantial.
I've blown it on plane trips and hotels and all of that in Africa, but
right.
Back here in the Ozarks, I'm doing my part to save some money.
Well,
you know what we tried to go to the other day,
what?
And speaking of the lines, you were talking about the lines that are going to be at Whataburger, and of course there will be lines. Was Cane's. She had a hankering for Cane's.
Oh, chicken.
And we only have the one in Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
And back when it opened, I was at KY3, and the lines were completely insane because the Chick-fil-A was right down the street. So
right.
Sunshine and Campbell were nutso. Everybody stopped in traffic trying to turn into a chicken place. Well, I thought those days were over, but I took her to get Cane's one night, and the drive-through was it was circling the building more than once, and I was like, "This is the line," and there were a bunch of people inside. So, needless to say, she didn't get Cane's that night.
I wonder, what is it about the chicken at Cane's? I mean, I tend to be like a Chick-fil-A chicken person, but do they have sauces or?
It is good chicken. I'll give them that. I'm not a big fan of the fries. And let me just say this. I come to this conclusion just in the recent couple of weeks. I don't like crinkle fries.
Oh, I don't either.
Oh, okay.
My favorite is sweet potato fries, actually.
Oh, Sarah loves those. I like sweet potato fries, but I like seasoned fries. I like curly fries. I like regular fries. Not a big fan of steak fries. And I'm not a big fan of crinkle cut fries. I don't know what it is, but I think it's
skinny little fries. Do you like?
I love steak and shake fries. I love those fries. Yeah,
but you don't like the crinkly part.
I'm a fry guy. What I think it is that I think it's too thick. It's not enough fried outside part and too much inside part.
Which explains a lot, because you don't like the steak fries either.
Steak fries either. Same thing.
There you go. Yeah. You heard it here first. Ethan,
all the other fries I'm a big fan of.
Tiny little fries, the skinny little normal fries, or tinier than that, miniature fries.
That's right. Mini fries, I'll do. Yeah.
Okay, well, on to this. Some fun weekend stuff coming up. This weekend is KY3's annual women's show. That's always a fun time if you're a lady or a guy that wants to go take your lady. This year, it's being held in the Wilson Logistics Arena at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. It's Saturday from 8 till 4. Parking is free. Admission is $5 at the door. You can discover local hidden gems and visit vendors, see makeup and hair demonstrations. Hello.
Ooh, how about that?
And cooking demonstrations and so much more. So that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep, that's on Saturday.
I get caught up in those hair tutorials. I'm sure you do too, right? But those hair videos on Instagram that I'm like, oh, I didn't know I could do my hair like that. That's a creative idea. And I have long hair, but I never do anything with it.
But that's the question. Do you actually ever save a ton of recipes from, online, social media? And I don't think I've ever made one of them.
You haven't?
Not a recipe that I've saved. No, I always have good intentions, and then it's somewhere in your saved bin. I don't know where that is, how to get to it.
So here's a hack. I have been taking a screenshot of it. So if I find a recipe I like, I screenshot it. And I don't know if other people use this, but at least an iPhone, which I think you're not an iPhone person. I think you're an Android, but maybe Android has this too. But you type in the words. So like the other day, I made kale chips, where you literally just like take a bunch of kale and you rip it up and you put some olive oil on it. But I couldn't remember, it had like another ingredient, which was garlic powder, by the way. You sprinkle that on there, but I couldn't remember what was in it. And so I typed in kale in my photos, and it popped up. There's the recipe right there. So no more digging through your saved bin.
Yeah.
You just
that's
literally
good. Maybe
I'll screenshot, and
maybe I'll try that.
Mm-hmm. Now, my camera roll is quite substantial. I don't recommend that for storage, but it's handy for recipes and trying to find stuff.
Okay. That recipe you mentioned sounds pretty good.
It's so good.
Except for the kale.
No, you can't knock it till you try it, Ethan. Seriously, I've had kale that's like by itself and you just like chew it and chew it and chew it. When you put it in the oven for just like 15 minutes at 350 degrees, it comes out and it's like crunchy like potato chips.
Okay. Well,
and you get your antioxidants.
There you go.
Vegetable for the day.
Okay.
That's all I have for you today.
That's why you save a recipe, right?
Yes.
Screenshot it.
And search for it in your photos.
Okay. We all learned something today.
Oh.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Thursday. We'll see you back here on Friday. You're going to be here with me, and then we'll let Sarah come back home, right?
Yes. Thank goodness.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you. All right. Thanks for being with us, and I hope you have a great Thursday.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday. It's February 27th, and we are waking up with temperatures once again above the freezing point, and it's going to be a really nice day across the Ozarks. We've got sunshine, high temperatures, slightly above average, highs in the low 60s today. It's going to be fantastic. So plan some outdoor time if you would like. The winds really pick up tomorrow. So today, the better choice to get out and about, take that evening walk because the winds may be a bit bothersome by the time we get to Friday. Today, though, nothing but sunshine in our forecast. And I think temperatures are going to warm up quickly. Numbers this morning, they're still in the mid 30s as of 5 a.m. However, we're going to warm quickly. And I've got us in the 40s by mid morning. We will climb to the 50s around lunch, hit highs today that are going to be in the low 60s across the Ozarks. So it'll be a nice day to get out and about. And I'm expecting the winds to stay rather light today, and then they pick up in a big way as we head into Friday afternoon. Skies will be sunny with high temperatures right around 60 degrees. It's one of those Chamber of Commerce days here in the Ozarks. Cold front well to our south now. It brought some light rain to the area yesterday, certainly the cloud cover, but I told you the rain would be minimal. And indeed, it was. Not a whole lot to speak of on the radar yesterday, but I do expect that we stay dry in the forecast as we head through the rest of your Thursday. Sunny and windy conditions then set up in the Ozarks for tomorrow, and I've got gusts up to 35 miles an hour that will be possible. Wind direction tomorrow out of the west-southwest, and we could see gusts to 40, 35, 40. I mentioned that. That's going to be the case through the entire afternoon. So a breezy day if it's trash day. You may find the can at the end of the street. We may see loose objects blow around. Some small limbs may break and fall in these types of windy conditions, but I am expecting it to be a breezy day everywhere in the Ozarks with some of the highest wind gusts here in Springfield and perhaps up in some of our eastern counties as well. Conditions are going to stay dry and mild then as we get closer to the weekend. It looks like a great weekend to begin the month of March. Can you believe we're already at the end of February? It was a long February for us, though, with cold conditions. Of course, we had the winter weather. We could use the mild start to the new month, and that's exactly what we're going to get. Clear skies and high temperatures in the 50s as we head into the weekend forecast. That's for both Saturday and Sunday. Looks like a great weekend in the Ozarks to get outdoors. Jacket weather, yes, but I mean, you can go on the hikes. The ground is starting to dry up a little bit. Really nice conditions should be out there for both Saturday and Sunday afternoon. By Sunday night into the early part of next week, that's the next storm system that I'm watching, and it looks like there will be a chance for rain and thunderstorm activity in here as early as the overnight hours into early Monday morning, and then we're heading into Monday and Tuesday with a rain chance for next week as well. Temperatures as we head into tonight, well, they're going to be back into the 30s once again. Then we'll see high temperatures get back into the mid 60s on Friday. That comes with the wind. We're in the mid 50s for Saturday and Sunday with mostly sunny skies. And I have a dry stretch of days here through at least Sunday afternoon. Those storm chances, as I mentioned, they get here again late after sunset as we head into Sunday evening and into early next week, Monday morning. Around the country, the Midwest and Northeast will see some scattered rain showers and some snow showers over the next couple of days. That'll persist through the weekend. Another clipper system is going to reach the upper Great Lakes late tomorrow. And then we will see more snowfall with that for the Great Lakes region. They are not going to be feeling the mild March weather that we are here in the Ozarks. We've also got above to well above average temperatures expected for much of the country as we head into the weekend. And I think everyone is really going to enjoy that as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. And the question that I had for you yesterday, a sad one, of course, what is the highest number of people who have died from a single lightning strike? And the options were A, 3, B, 16, C, 21, or D, 57. Of course, you hear about livestock and things dying in groups all the time. It's less common to hear this with humans. However, C, 21 is the correct answer. A horrible, horrible event happening just last year. In July of 2024, 21 people died from a lightning strike in India. There were several people huddled in the same hut when one single lightning strike unfortunately killed all of those people. So lightning, very dangerous. Of course, it's a big hazard here in the Ozarks too. Flooding and lightning, big severe weather risks for our part of the country. C was the answer, 21. All right, here's your next chance to enter our Brain Twister Trivia contest here. True or false for tomorrow? Whiteout conditions can make you feel sick. That means the whiteout snowfall conditions. Do you think that is true or false? I'll have the answer for you. That's coming up tomorrow. But in the meantime, head on over to the website and enter to win our Brain Twister Trivia contest. You can find that at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on the contest page. Thanks so much to our sponsors, John's Heating and Air, Command Family Medicine, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Enjoy today. Grab the sunglasses, light jacket. Should be a great one. Sunshine and 60 degrees.